Hello, my name is Melissa Paul, and this is my Introduction to Me speech for Oral Communications 103. As I said, my name is Melissa, and I'm a 45-year-old, returning student. This is my second semester at Central Michigan University, and my second degree is what I'm headed for. I was born and raised in Grand Rapids, Michigan. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and my dad worked in a furniture factory. And then when I was a young adult, he went back to school and became a chef. So he kind of has had two careers, and I have an aunt that did the same thing, and now me. So going back to school later in life seems to be a family trait. I am the oldest of four. All of my siblings live in Western Michigan, but we are spread out a little bit. We were all born and raised in a church-going family. The church that we went to, my grandparents were actually married in the basement before the full church was even built. We were all baptized there, as well as my dad and his siblings, and we were raised in that church community with most of my cousins on that side of the family as well. So a very tight Christian family. And we're still fairly close even now. A lot of us are still connecting and celebrating holidays and together still, which is sometimes hard to say in this day and age of people moving around a lot. I've always loved school. I've always wanted to be a teacher. I love art. I really love to read in books. My children's book collection is over 1,000 books right now, which is why I'm also a preschool teacher currently. It did take me a while to get there. This is my second, career college move too. I went to Davenport College at first and just did not find what I loved there. It was a college then, not a university yet. I had a terrible fear of public speaking. My lip would twitch. I'd always drop things. I was just a nervous mess. And somewhere in my 30s, I just kind of moved past it and thought, really, what's the worst that's going to happen if I say something silly or do something a little embarrassing? And from then on, I've just kind of not had that fear anymore. So the first couple chapters of our book were spot on and very interesting for me. I met my husband through a blind date, which seems a little different in this day and age. It was a coworker of mine and a fellow classmate of his. However, we would have met eventually because we had met before and did not know it. He had attended the church I grew up in. It was a block away from his home on occasion throughout the years. And also we were in Disney World together as kids. There's a picture of me, my mom, and my siblings, and him and his mom in the background. So that was kind of fun to find when we were just talking about our lives and figuring all that out. We lived in Indiana the first year we were married, which was a little hard being in such a tight family, and then came back to Michigan, and we've lived in Grand Haven since 2001. I took a temp job when we moved back and ended up at the American Cancer Society being the patient services coordinator for the Lakeshore area, and I absolutely loved it. That's when I realized my love for working with people and for people and having a job that helps. Anything a cancer patient needed during their cancer journey, it was my job to get it for them, and I just loved it. I worked there until 2006 when I had our son Kelvin, who is a high school senior now. It's been a little while. I was a stay-at-home mom until he was in about second grade, where I found a job at the local YMCA cleaning their gymnastics gym, which led to leading an art camp because they knew of my love of art and how I like to work with the kiddos. And then I became an assistant in a preschool room, and that snowballed into me going back to school. I have an associate's in early education from Muskegon Community College. And here I am at Central Michigan University getting my bachelor's in early education. I'm really excited for this communications class. I work in an area, Muskegon, Michigan, where communication is difficult and sometimes hard, and it's a deficit that a lot of my students have. So I'm excited for this class. I've recently taken some sign language classes, and I'm working on learning that. And just excited to be in this class. I know it's going to help me in my future endeavors, especially with what I'm doing. And that's how I got to be a preschool teacher. Thank you.